got me in the game now. Read-on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the heel. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is now over. It's time to play ball.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
No play, no game. Ready? You ready? It's our field. It's our field.
Breeze now on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dante Hall, 72 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First carry for a former legend. It's Herschel Walker. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On third down, Walker. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
To try again after the sack. Breeze. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Breeze eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Patriots 7, Patriots nothing.
Breeze now on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Skirts by him at the 35. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On second down now, it's Murray. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
Thomas Davis on the tackle. A 2-yard loss on the play. It's third and
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This is intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Namath's pass.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's going to let this one go from Latimer. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back to throw now on first down. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Aguilar has it. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, New England.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll dump that off to Walker, complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
A 38-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good.
His kick is
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Patriots 3.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. From his linebacker spot, that's Derek Brooks with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. This is Murray. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They go with Murray again. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run on first down. It's Walker. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Back to throw again. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
What's he talking about, Rick?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now a carry for Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the 1-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and pound it with Walker, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
No.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Latavius Murray, the 20.
Oh, it don't
10.
matter. It don't
Murray
matter.
fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football, but this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught by Ed McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
That makes the score Patriots 18.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So the Patriots now down by 8, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Crusher there as it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Futility, do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over.
The rest of our team on EA Sports.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Made my dance in the Calvary. Had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Make small job with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the Coach. This game should not disappoint, so
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
And he returns this to the 20.
Get their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. Like the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The 33-yard line.
They'll run with Jackson, and just no to get back
to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy? Guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Twisted away. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They'll be captained by one of the greats of all time. At quarterback, it's Drew Brees. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Again, it's Brees. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Brees now. Escaping the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And up. With a 3rd and 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Brees. He'll run it. 20! And he's going to be... Scramble, it
Smith gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
He'll try and run it. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
shotgun now for Breeze. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Yeah, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 21 yards away, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to...
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say this is how...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on out and try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. Joseph's got it. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. From the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And he'll find Hall. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Now a play fake. Breeze. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw again. Flush to his right. Complete. The tight end Kelsey. Even with a 3rd and 2 coming up, they got 8 yards there.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. Gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Open man, the tight end fails.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone. Made sure the quarterback saw him and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
54.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip.
3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back now in Foxborough. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll find Williams on the slant. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell fighting his way home for the sack.
Back at the 16.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. Have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Cunningham. And that is incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Time to ground it out now with Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Breeze to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
And now this is either a fake or their coach is delusional or both here.
Long attempt.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Fill your plans like the goal place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. So yeah, y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. It's that big of the guy. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Conversation, oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the. If I ought to go here, what the pastor say? Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a pastor way. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And up to about the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On play action. Now Breeze. Now he's going to throw. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Breeze. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Curse. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone. Breeze going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it in. Drive. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cook. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Final 30 seconds of this first. Quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Rolling to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He's strong safety. Some people may not realize it. It's really like an emerged. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Give him 9 on the play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run with Murray. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. On first down, Montana. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Touchdown. Picked up by Janora.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages.
Why are they using that more?
Because more than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fast.
Get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's third down.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
Shotgun. Here's Montana. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Woo! Give me some.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And McCaffrey. 84 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer. Pretty good arm there, too.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Right there. 54, right there.
Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. That's caught by Jackson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first direction. So now what can they do on third? To throw is Montana. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Patriots send out their punter, as he's on to punt for... And look at this, it's a fake, and he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete. Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
Joe Montana on second down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the game's all-time leading passer, Drew Brees. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Here's Cooks on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, bring together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. Well, that was man coverage, so once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
He'll buy some time right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. To throw again on second down. Breeze. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. From the gun, it's Breeze. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Flushed out right. And it's caught by Ed McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, with much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Dante Hall. Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still fourth down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the curve. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Montana to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They will look to throw. Montana. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montana. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 3 yards out. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Now Montana. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be after giving up the first down. On play action, it's Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Play action, Breeze. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And obviously well short of the first down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. But they're going to wrap him up. Short of a first. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that's
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Go time,
and
baby.
That might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Cooks on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want?"
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nnamdi Asomugha. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. So now the Pats offense comes on, and they'll try for the 2-point conversion. Breeze now. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline, and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And 3.
Yeah, that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job